why I don't have time for friends. I have fabric instead. I'm just so happy with what I found. This is the best day of my life. Oh, it's heavy. I need to stop. Someone help me. Ah, it's so big. Best thrift haul I think I've ever found. It is me, it is Beka. Welcome to my thrift haul. This is the massive Go For Broke fabric haul where I have raided once again all of the op shops in my local area and taken all of the fabric for all of the scrunchies, and I have also popped into Spotlight to get fabric for masks. You might be able to buy what I make with some of these things, so I wanted to show you the process. Ultimately, my mission is to create products that are sustainable, so I hope you enjoy what we have to see today. The first bag, this was all from the SPCA shop. Tablecloth, beautiful dusty pink. It will be going on my market table. Thread that is usually for the overlocker machine. The one that I have at the moment is in need of service. I don't even know if it will really be able to run, so I'm using these just with my regular machine, and instead of putting them on top, you put them behind the sewing machine and it works the same. Curtain samples, I think they're curtain samples, but there's just a small amount of each of these, so I'll be able to use that for perhaps the coin purses or maybe even the larger bags. I've got some more. This one's obviously smaller, so it'll go for the coin purses. Just a pop of color. I'm not too big a fan of the color, but it is the summer season, so you know, summer colors for the products. This is some more samples. I'm not exactly sure what I'd do with this or if I even like it, but it was only $1, so if I don't use it I will donate it again and then more money to charity. This one's cute. I really like this. There's the texture in this that really just adds a bit of quality that I want to produce, so there we go. Those will be made into bags. I've got a bunch of these little pieces. Now I'm sure that it seems really weird that I'm just showing you curtain samples and whatever else these get used for. This was the first store and I wasn't quite excited. I wasn't sure how excited to be or how reserved I should be in regards to the things that I would find. Things get better, I promise you, things get better. This also is a fabric that I cannot name, but it's kind of a faux leather, like kind of a, almost a faux suede. I'm not sure exactly, but it's beige and it's quite nice. This is a larger piece of the smaller samples in a charcoal color, and then this is some pretty durable curtain fabric again that I am going to use as lining for bags. So we got a lot in that shop for bags. The last thing that I found also for $1 was this. It is a plastic display case kind of thing. I'm just going to laminate and stick to this and weigh it down in the middle. It's going to be my kind of menu. It'll be a display of all the items in the shop and the prices. I'm not sure exactly how excited I am about this. It's not the best of the bags, so luckily that is the first one done. I'm really happy about the pink tablecloth and the lining suede kind of fabricies that I found there, so that's great. What else? What was next was the St. John's store. I didn't find too much in there, so this is all that it was. I picked up a scarf. I figured like maybe I could turn it into a scrunchie. I mean, yeah, of course, it'll make a gorgeous scrunchie. It'll make 100 gorgeous scrunchies. So try to say that 10 times fast. 100 gorgeous scrunchies. 100 gorgeous scrunchies. 100 I can't do it. I love teal. This is a really good one. It's teal, aqua, lime, apple. It's an apple color. I really like that. I really like the sparkle too. That drew my attention. Then I found some beautiful white linen. I didn't exactly have a purpose for this, but I'm always in the mood for linen. I think actually what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make napkins. Napkins, I don't know if I will sell them individually, like as like just napkins on their own, as set of napkins. Or what I'm going to otherwise do is I want to make cutlery holders. So for you to carry around in your bag, you will take with you your fork and your knife and your straw, and put a napkin inside each of those. See how that goes. And also a beautiful little basket that I figure I will put items in and lay on the table. So that was a nice, easy haul from the St. John's store. What was next was the hospice shop. Let me say that louder. The hospice shop. Okay, kind of a morbid situation to say so lovingly, but here we go. It was these. Oh, that is heavy. All right, what we've got here is the best bag of thrifted fabric I have found with purpose for them that I was intending to use. Funny thing is, when I've been to the thrift stores before, I've always left the polyester and synthetic fabrics there because I was starting out as dressmaking, so making items that go in the wash. And of course, when something's plastic, it has microplastics that wash through the laundry machines, so you don't want that happening. However, scrunchies, not so much a thing where you end up with bits washing away in the water so often, so that is less pollution. And the fact that every part of the fabric is used, there's no scraps when it comes to scrunchies because they are square in the shape of the pattern. In the big bag from the hospice is this mustard textured fabric. That'll be nice for the outside of bags. Some black velvet that I'll use for scrunchies. How much we got? Okay. I haven't actually taken these out either to see how big they are, so I will be doing that while we go through this. So scrunchies, nice black velvet, they will be gorgeous. Need I say yum? This is a textured black fabric that I would be able to make bags with. Gorgeous. This is a magenta for $2. It's polyester, so lining fabric. Nice for the inside of your bags, like if you're going to use it as a makeup bag or as a purse. Nicer to be able to clean on the inside with just wiping it. Who wouldn't love a scrunchie out of this? I will be keeping one, that is for sure. How much we got? My tape measure? Yeah, we can do it lengthways. We'll be able to make probably 8 nice large scrunchies out of that. This is a nice lining fabric. Nice beige color. I am a fan of, I'm a fan of the browns at the moment. Sorry, I'm kind of going for a more mature clientele perhaps, but of course, like, it's down to what I'm able to find, because I don't want to really be needing, like, so far I'm able to work with this, and rather than I order from new fabric. This is a maroon. This would be nice for bags, honestly. This would be really nice for bags, not even scrunchies. So that is gorgeous. And this blue kind of, this is, I don't know, it's kind of a mix between satin and suede. It's gorgeous. I like that a lot. And obviously there's a lot more structure in that, like a piece of cotton would be a lot more malleable, but this is holding its structure. Of course, when you have a bag, you kind of want it to not just flop over all the time, so this is good. Lovely, lovely mustard color. I don't even think that like when I saw this one, I did not intend for it to be anything particular. I just love the color, but it is going to work for lining fabric inside of bags. It seems I found a lot for bags, and I am so pleased, like so pleased. These are gorgeous. I love these colors. Here we've got some beige suede. How much is it? It's called a leather, or that they've labeled it a leather in the store, but yum. We're not even finished. This is something I wasn't quite sure what I would do with, but then again the thought comes to me, napkins. So cream and gold napkins. Wow. Oof. You know what? I didn't even do aprons out of this one. I love that. That is gorgeous. And here we have some tartan. That is really nice. That'll make some scrunchies. It is I think genuine wool. I hope genuine, probably a mix. So it might have that itchiness. My scrunchies are not exactly autistic friendly. I would be able to test them, but probably then separate them and say, oh, I'm sorry, distracted now because we landed on suede again. I love it. This one is a light grey. Definitely okay with how much I spent on this. I think it was a total of like just under $30. But all of this, for suede and tartan and this big thing and mustard and suede and something polyester, mustard, beige again, and beige tartan again, and maroon and velvet, and yum. This is the best thrift haul bag I think I've ever found. Of course, none of these would really be great for dressmaking, which is why I've never found dressmaking fabric so much. Like when you make dresses, when you make skirts, and well, skirts are small, but other items like sleeves and skirt and bodice mostly is what I've been initially working with, and you need a lot of fabric to be able to get all of those cut. But when you're making bags, bags are square. When you're making scrunchies, scrunchies are square. So all you need is the small part in that one section of fabric, and that is why that has all been left for me to find now that I want to make bags and scrunchies with it. What was next? After the hospice shop, I went to the Red Cross store. So what I found there was these things. To start off with, a display, and it's small, which means my expectations for the number of holiday cards that I will actually have to produce is small. I have the watercolors and the paper, so why not use them and make them beautiful and let people give them to their friends and family for the Christmas season and birthday cards as well. Like, I make my own birthday cards. I should just have an entire collection to use and sell. So this is for market display. What I also got for display with these gorgeous pink, rose gold even, plates to create a visually aesthetic and visually visible display. You want it 3D. So I'm thinking I might turn these into cake stands almost. Cake stand-esque with probably an upside down glass underneath. I've seen that done with hot glue. It might do the trick. Of course, I'm just starting out, so I need only the basic small, like, make it do versions of things to start out with. Also in the fabric section I found some gorgeous kind of a deep cherry color. This is really nice. Yeah, I'm thinking scrunchies. That'll be pretty. That looks incredible on the screen. Look at that. Just look at that. Okay, it's gone now. I was thinking of doing with the makeup bags, makeup removal wipes. So I'll try some out with this. Another pink, probably lining or even exterior fabric for a bag. How much of it have I got? It was 50 cents. Nice peachy blush pink color. I like, this would be nice even as scrunchies, I reckon. I don't know, I'll find something to do with that. This is some Lush almost double cotton, but it's pleated. It's got that same texture as a crinkle cotton, but it's beautiful. And I mean, is this actually a blanket of some kind? It's been hemmed, but I reckon, like, I've seen, it's so nice. It really is. Don't touch the merchandise. I'll find something to do with it because this is gorgeous. This is the best day of my life. Here we have some blue fabric. It is a polyester, or when I say polyester, I mean, like, I know that there's synthetic in it. So I should just say it's some sort of synthetic or mix. Now I've got the rubber band tangled up in here and I am not helping the situation. There's a couple threads in there. But okay, so this is not in one piece. This would make some Lush scrunchies. My goodness. We got, yeah, done deal. I just hope, like, because I'm a bit nervous about using the slipping fabric. I hope, like, it should cling onto itself enough, or I can even pin stuff, but, like, having to pin scrunchie material together does not work for bulk making when you want to get it done fast. But still, there's only so much of this. Limited edition royal blue scrunchies, hit me up. This is a gold fabric. Did I find, where's the red? So I was actually thinking though that I could do something with the red for Christmas decoration, sort of seasonal stuff, because everyone knows holly red is the color of Christmas, along with gold. Okay, so this is in pieces, but I can still use that. That's a nice gold-ish, yellowy color for what will probably be like gift wrap things, like the gift wrap there, or bag lining even. So many bags I need to make now, my goodness. For such, also I have zips, and here is my receipt. I need to store those away. So usually I don't get receipts because, you know, it's like they don't degrade, but when you are trying to be tax savvy, running a business, you need the receipts. It's a, you know, literally though, the receipt is the only waste that comes from this kind of shopping. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. We've got some beautiful zips. But anyway, that is that bag. I will be back with the rest of the haul because there's too much to do today. I'll be back tomorrow. And we are back. So the last thing that I got from the Red Cross shop is something I actually left and came back for later. I hadn't quite thought through what I would use it for, and I thought, you know, I can't hang scrunchies on it, so I don't need it. But I realized like it's a perfect thing to hang the face masks on if I use pegs. So that is what this is. I can hang this from the top of the gazebo, either by lengthening these with other cord or rope, or it might in fact be the right height. I'm not sure, but otherwise it's a nice small portable, easy to use display for the masks, and I will just use pegs. I've got a lot of pegs and I hardly ever hang washing, so I do hang washing, I just use the A-frame inside a lot more. What happened after the Red Cross shop was I went to the old location for the Salvation Army and then realized that they had relocated, and I went right back to the plaza where all the other stores were. I did not get anything when I was there because with the relocation they've decided not to take donations of fabric because it doesn't sell. No fabric there, couldn't buy anything. So it was after that that I went to Kmart after that. So at Kmart I was going to check out some tablecloth clips. They had plastic ones, 6 for $1, but it turned out they were quite small and I can't really deal with them snapping. That just would become useless to me. So 2 stores in a row, I walked out without nothing. With nothing. I went to Spotlight. When it comes to making masks, I'm sure that a lot of people have reservations in regards to recycled fabric being used to put on their face. Justification then for buying new fabric for face masks is that, of course, it is a product. The face mask is something that's washable and reusable rather than disposable masks. I also got fabric for scrunchies when I was at Spotlight, just because you can't always find the lush colors. The colors, that is probably the theme here. I found a lot of browns. I found a lot of my where my color trends have tended to go, but the colors, you don't find them so much in the thrift stores. So, you know, we do want a little bit of variety in the stock and the things to choose from, the scrunchies. So I have got some colors, some satin and some velvet. It's very, very pretty. We've got blush, we've got magenta, we've got basically it's a blue. I kind of feel like it's a little bit more of an indigo, but I find that these are just a perfect set. So it's kind of going to be more directed toward my giftware line. Is the, here's me trying to talk fancy about giftware lines and collections, whatever. Ultimately to make one of each of these and put them as a set of 3. That might be where I'm going with this. The satin ones too, I've catered the colors as a set. So we've got silver, again pink, because pink is great, and another blue shade, but this is more more towards the primary color that is cyan. So there we have those. That's what I got for the scrunchies. And then I have fabric for face masks. At this stage, you know, I've already been to so many stores. I did not have the brain power to make decisions about what fabric I'm choosing for masks. Went with a set so that I can just make them, and they're pretty basic. And my idea with choosing patterns that are less bold is that it allows basically the adults of the world. There's a lack of self-expression through these patterns, so you don't have to be bold and brave to step out of the house with this on, such as how one would be if you were wearing, you know, avocados, because they express millennialism. Or this is just my INTJ brain, where I think of everything as symbolic, so everything has to mean something, everything has to express something, and that's not exactly the case, but I can't help being me, and so I will do the business the way that I know how to do it. So there's some pretty nice neutral patterns, nothing too scary or evasive or expressive. Just like, they are really nice. They're good combinations of colors. This is the set that is all blue and green, and I was gonna get a navy set, but I was just like getting too scared, running out of money. Like, we are going for broke with this, but I wasn't sure exactly how far away the limit was, because I wasn't keeping track. So we've just got these to start with, which makes my life easier because I only have to make these ones, and then I'll buy more fabric to make more masks. But ultimately this is a good starting point. Of course, like, I really like this one, and I wish there was more of it, like more of a bright color kind of situation, because like these are really more for my adult clientele who don't want to be you know, saying too much with what they put on their face. Anyway, these are going to get washed and turned into face masks. What else is in this bag is black. The black is the least expressive of colors. It is the color that takes in everything rather than saying anything. Not psychologically speaking, that's literally speaking in regards to the way that light happens with black. But ultimately I have 3 meters of black for the black face masks, which are the most popular. They always sell really well. So here's to me getting in on that demand. Then I picked up these Christmassy fabrics from the remnant section, because I could not be bothered choosing other Christmas fabrics. I have to reserve my mental energy, so I just got whatever was at the end. I don't exactly know how much they, like, the problem with the remnants at Spotlight is that they have a price per meter, and then it says how much of the fabric is there, and then on top of that there is a 75% discount. So they do end up being quite cheap. However, I'm still not able to just stand in the middle of the store and calculate these for every, like for four. Four's not that many, come on Beka. But still. So a nice holly Christmas, holly berry in gold on red fabric. There's, you know what, I could make Christmas scrunchies with this. I'm pretty sure I know of some Christmas scrunchies that are available with this fabric anyway, so maybe I'll just send you that direction if you want some, because I'm gonna try to use this for the range of Christmas decorations. I have leftover Christmas fabric from last year, so I didn't need to get all that much. Ultimately, everything comes down to me having time to do the sewing. I also have to eat and sleep and go to my day job. It just says a lot of Christmassy words like holly jolly, Christmas, fun, believe, holidays, seasons. It just literally says seasons. And it's fun. Finally, one with Santas, because I am a fan of Saint Nicholas. Not the not the fairy tale kind of story as we have these days, but there is an origin to the story that is something I can agree with. That is nice. You could make some nice Christmas napkins out of that. And finally, what I got at Spotlight was stainless steel tablecloth clips, because I didn't get the ones that were at Kmart, the plastic ones. I got these ones, and these should be able to hold the tablecloth onto the table in the wind at the market. There we go, that's what was in the red bag, and here's my nice long receipt. So you know how I said when I went into the Salvation Army store they didn't have any fabric? Well, one of the ladies there did tell me that she'd made a donation to another of the stores. So I followed up that and found a glorious piece of, I don't know what you call it, but it's great for bags, when I went to the other hospice shop, which is over here. Ugh. So you'll be able to see here if I open it up. I'm not quite sure what kind of cuts are here, so let's have a look. But my goodness, if this was in my stocking, not even in my stocking, if this was one of my main gifts, where somebody gave me a makeup bag or just a zipped bag with some of this on the outside. It's nice texture. It's just got that luxurious kind of, you know, bag wear. What's it called? The handbag section of the world. What's that called? Not luggage. Baggage? You don't call I should know these things if I'm going to turn it into my business. But so there we go. There's one pretty long. Okay, it's making an L shape. So it goes like this, and then like that. So there's enough in there to make some probably 4 of the big bags. And then these are great. They're already cut for the coin purse size. Here's that. So I got a lot of the black, and then this, oh boy, brown. Nice long strip of this brown kind of, I think it's a faux leather, more lush lovely coin purses coming to you as soon as I get these sewn up. And then we've got a big piece, a nice big piece. I don't know, at least 2 yards of this. And also, because they had a great shelf full of fabric, I had to take everything that I thought might work. We've got some blue linen, a few meters of that, and same for this really lovely cream linen, which is more the color of my original aprons. So 140 by 210, I'll be able to get probably 3 out of that. I have a lot of washing to do now. What else? We have a small piece of brown check fabric, which is enough to make a couple of scrunchies from. Hi kitty, you wanna come say hi? Come on. Meow. Come here. Here's Kitty. She's come to say hello. Here is a brown velvet. I think I'll make a bag with that. This would be a nice bag. At least a nice variety. Like when you've made a bunch of bags that are all brown, it's really nice to have something in the mix that's a pop of color, just to make it look like, you know, you've got variety, when actually the majority of it is all brown bags. But this would be nice. The burnt orange is so in right now, or at least it has been in the last year, so that is a score. We've got some bright yellow, just scrunchies, another pop of color for the collection so that they're not all brown, because I've got more brown to follow. This is a nice lovely small gingham. How much of it have we got? It's in 2 pieces. There we go, a square of that already cut for scrunchies. Beautiful. Again, more of that. I'm happy with that. And finally, the last hospice shop. This was the last shop before I got home yesterday. As you can see behind me, I've added to this haul this olive fabric. It is also like a velvet, and okay, there's a little hole in that, so I need to make sure I cut around that. Maybe a perfect match as a lining. What do you think? They're both olive colors, so how much of that have I got? Oh, it's up, perfectly cut. Okay, that'll, well, I don't know, will it do for a bag? It'll have to do for small ones. Well, maybe these are going to be the coin purses then. How does it match with my original? Because I really like the size of my original bag. I think that's quite ideal for making use with a lot of different things. Not too big, not too small. But ultimately with seam allowance, that might be a bit of a stretch. We'll see. So, on to the next bag. This is the bag that I have filled with things from the other Salvation Army store. This one. Oh, and it's heavy. So many heavy bags. I need to stop. Someone help me. In here we have teal. I have about 1 meter of this, and I'm not exactly sure what I'll do with this. I think it'll be scrunchies, but it could also be something else, so watch this space. Do I need to see how much of this I've got? Ultimately this is kind of curtain fabric, but that's perfect for the lining of the bags. When I first saw this, I was thinking I'm gonna cut it up into scrunchies. Kind of feeling bad about it, but still they're gonna be really cute. A lovely royal blue here. We've got 2 meters, but this will be really nice, really nice for some scrunchies. Just like, I love the added texture, the added fullness that it'll offer. Then we have some small paisley patterned, is it rayon or viscose? Got a meter of that. Lovely. That'll be scrunchies. I've seen dresses made from this. That's why I'm getting kind of like muddled up in my brain. I can't really imagine it being scrunchies because I just have to keep thinking this has been made a dress before. But it'll do nicely for scrunchies, as will this satin in a deep indigo, really lovely. That'll do for scrunchies as well. And this is red cotton fabric, which I will happily use for basically anything. Maybe even Christmas apron. I really love how these aprons made from this kind of stuff, how they fall. It's just really nice. I like that. It just sounds heavy. Finally, in this bag we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zippers. I always pick up the ones with the metal teeth, and some pins, really nice big pins for turning out scrunchies. This is some leatherish kind of thing. So I'll make kind of keychains, not exactly, they're just extensions for the zipper runner, to, you know, have the same one for each of the bags would allow like a signature kind of style throughout. And I have enough here that will make 1,000. I'm not going to make them all that complicated. They'll just be a strip of it that's folded over, and I'll use a ring, kind of like a jewelry ring, and then just use like big enough to go through. So these will have to be thin, and then it adds on to the zipper runner. So that'll be nice to add to the bags. And I'm so glad that I found it. Finally, there is one more bag. We have many great supplies now. So this is a beautiful striped linen that will be great for maybe even aprons or napkins. I think that'd be really cute napkins, to be honest. So that's there. And the rest are really small things. I have zippers, a black, a grey, and a blue. There's one in a packet. Another black in the packet. 6 of those. Some elastic. This is the style of elastic that I use for the ear straps of masks. So it's great to have some of that because my local suppliers run out and had to switch to a different style. Finally, in this bag is a couple of sewing kits. I imagine have been put together. I just grabbed it because it had bobbins in it. But, so what is this? Some kind of foot. I'm not exactly sure what this foot does. If you find it to be familiar and you know what the purpose of this is, let me know. So that's exciting. We've also got another set of 70 to 10, so not exactly sure which ones are in there. I will have to check. Nymo thread? What is Nymo thread? This might just be an Allen key. And then in here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bobbins that look like they've come from Hello Banana. Fake tape with no end to the roll. Oh, found it. That is some piano tape. Sequin and bead pins. They're really tiny. These, I believe, are the perfect size for my machine. Of course, these ones will work too. These ones are just brother's recommended because I've got a brother machine. But still, like, I'm gonna need to fill up a lot of different colors and just a lot of different bobbins. Lace, washi tape, a bunch of needles, 12 different sizes, and there's some taken out. One other needle in a pack there. These would probably be okay for embroidery, such as the initial on this bag. I've embroidered that. White thread, some invisible thread, more sequin pins, needles, measuring tape. What is this one? We've got centimeters and inches on the one side, and then we've got centimeters that are blocked into tens. That's kind of ideal for the scrunchies, because my scrunchies, I do 10 centimeter width. Some sort of pin. Is this used in knitting? Regular threads. So I'll show you a little spread of everything that I got. The display items that I'll use for market. Some of this is fabric for scrunchies. We've got fabric galore for the bags, which is fantastic. I was worried that I wasn't going to find very much of this, but I happened to stumble on a lot of it, which is great. Fabric for napkins and for aprons. Not exactly sure which one's going where, but we'll use this up. And zippers and other sewing accessories. So that is fantastic. That is my haul. This has been expensive, but of course not so expensive as if I was buying things new, and definitely not so much of a cost to the environment. I have a lot of washing to do and a lot of sewing to do. Click subscribe if you want more of the behind the scenes from my sewing and market stuff. Maybe I'll get around to filming some of that. I am Beka Allen. This is my selling things under the business name of Life by Beka Allen, and you can email that lifebybekaallen@gmail.com if you have any inquiries, or if you're local, any orders, and we will see how this goes, because I've got a lot of work to do. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in another video, or I will see you around when you come to market. See you later. Thank you. I've got to clean up this mess.